All right, calling the meeting to order for the St. John Waterworks District meeting of Wednesday, November 20th, 2024. We'll start out with the pledge of the flag.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call.
Nick Burtek,
Present.
John Schaefer,
Present.
Felix Spierczak,
Here.
Greg Wagorski.
Here.
All right, approval of minutes. Looking for a motion to approve the minutes.
Motion to approve.
Those will be for the October 16th, 2024.
I will second that motion.
Motion made and second to approve the minutes of October 16th, 2024. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carried. Old business, we have no old business. New business, consider a request to purchase from Austin Electric. I believe that's going to be for a generator for $89,648.
Correct.
Under discussion, where is this generator going? And just a little bit of background. Is it a new generator, replacement of existing, or?
That'll be a new generator, John. That'll be, Dave, I'm sorry. I
Yeah,
didn't mean to cut you
this
off.
is for well 8. Just not so much the generator, but the transfer switch that comes with it was like a 45-week lead time or something. So we wanted to get that ordered so that it's ready for when the well 8 is ready.
So is there a generator, is this for a generator or just a transfer switch?
This is for I believe it's both.
The whole unit.
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
Right. So it's, yeah, be ahead of time for the new upcoming well 8.
All right. And then, I guess we'll look at these separately. Anything under more discussion from the board? Looking for a motion to approve the purchase of a new transfer switch and generator for well number 8 from Austin Electric in the amount of $89,648.
So moved.
Motion made, second.
I'll second that.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carried. Second item is Holland Asphalt for $144,200. This is for,
For the repaving, for the water main project over on Woodlawn and Larimer.
under the discussion?
Is this the complete job, or is there still gonna be parts? Because I noticed like some of the curbs and all that aren't done through there and all that, so will we be getting a second one?
There's 28 feet of concrete that still needs to be replaced, and it will be replaced also.
But will it be a separate bill or
It
something?
will be a separate bill for the concrete.
Another question on this I have is, when we did this asphalt part, was that a part of the original design or for the water main, or?
It was part of the scope that Bob presented here originally, I want to say 3 or 4 meetings ago.
The only thing I'd like to see on this is, on future projects, that I understand we want to get asphalt on there for the winter, but I'd rather just see a binder coat be put in, because that's a new trench. That was only done within the last,
Couple weeks.
yeah, or
Oh,
last
right.
month or 2
The-
months.
yeah.
As far as the water main.
Right.
And with winter, that's gonna settle. So, what I'd like to do is, on future projects, do a binder coat, first, and then the following, summer, that way it gives a chance for that trench to settle, because we're gonna end up having a settlement probably in that trench, because it's just been paved, or just was completed, now we got, new pavement on it. So, as far as design goes, or something like that, make sure we do that, because then we'll have a much better job at the end.
How deep is the trench?
It's probably, you're looking at 6
8.
feet, 8 feet, depending on what, if there's sewers that they have to get
Yeah.
under or over.
8 feet average, wouldn't you say?
Roughly,
Yeah.
Any other questions? Looking for a motion to approve the expenditure for Holland Asphalt in the amount of $144,200.
So moved.
Motion made, second.
I'll second that.
Motion made and second. All those in favor say aye.
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 All opposed? Motion carried. Item number 7, payment of bills. Consider approval of progress payment to Calpine Consulting for the 2024 various water main replacement projects in the amount of $39,337.50, and authorize the clerk treasurer to issue payment from the 2021 water bond. I have a question on this too. When they submit the invoice, do they submit hours spent or on each water main? 'Cause-
There's a breakdown, a detailed breakdown of that, John, and if it's not in your packet,
Yeah, it's.
I can get that forwarded over to you.
Okay. Because I'm just, want to make sure that we're getting, getting what we're
Correct,
paying
I
for.
understand what you're saying, yes.
Yep. Looking for a motion to approve that, in the amount of $39,337.50.
So moved.
Motion made, second.
I'll second that.
Motion made and second to approve payment to McAlpine for $39,337.50. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Agenda.
All opposed? Motion carried.
Agenda.
Consider approval of progress payment to First Group Engineering, West 93rd Avenue and US 41 for the water construction inspection in the amount of $2,869.78. Authorize the village clerk treasurer to issue payment from the 2021 water bond.
Motion to approve.
Do we have a second?
I will second that.
The only question I have, is this final, do we know?
We're quite close, but that'll be the final bill you'll see.
You think it will be?
No, it won't be. I think you have a couple more.
Okay. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carried. Consider approval of payment to Tri Creek Underground for the water main extension at Klein Avenue, well number 9, in the amount of $148,120, and authorize the village clerk to issue payment from the 2021 water bond. Looking for a motion to approve.
So moved.
Second?
I'll second that.
Motion made and second to approve payment to Tri Creek Underground in the amount of $148,120. All those in favor say aye.
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 All opposed? Motion carried. Item D, consider approval of payment to Tri Creek Underground for the water main extension at Larimer Drive and Woodland Drive in the amount of, and there's a correction here, $138,697.44, and authorize the village clerk treasurer to issue payment from the 2021 water bond.
And I'm sorry, Mr. President, I didn't mean to just jump right in. Just for an explanation to the board, they had a piece of equipment that had a problem. We went ahead and had our guys work with them, kept their hours of what was going on, what equipment was used, and that was the grand total. So we're subtracting it from the total there.
Any other discussion, comment? We're looking for a motion to approve.
So moved.
Second?
I'll second that.
Motion made to second and approve the payment to Tri Creek Underground for the water main extension in the amount of $138,697.44. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carried. Item E, accounts payable voucher dated November 20th, 2024, representing payment for payroll, supplies, services, and equipment rendered to the Water District in the combined total of $37,353.05. Anything under the question? Looking for a motion to approve.
Motion approved.
Second?
I will second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carried. Accounts payable voucher dated November 20th, 2024, representing payment for payroll, supplies, services, and equipment rendered to the water utility in the combined total of $676,489.24. Anything under the question? All those in favor say, or excuse me, looking for a motion first and second? Do we have a motion?
So moved.
Second?
I'll second that.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carried. Reports and correspondence. Robinson Engineering.
Thank you, Mr. President. We are currently finishing up 3 projects, getting them ready for the bid stage. We have well 8 and well 9 have IDEM permits for both, waiting for a couple revisions from Millie's Engineering, our mechanical, electrical, and plumbing subcontractor. Then we'll get those through QA and be ready for bid in December. Similar schedule for the Kilkenny altitude valve. Just get that through QA and out to bid. In the interest of getting best prices, we'll probably bid all 3 of these projects separately, but at the same time, unless the town or the board has different direction on that.
On those, the altitude valve, that also includes the building, correct?
Correct.
Is there any chance I could see a copy of those plans?
The building is not on the plans. It just says building, to match, but I can get you the rest of the plans.
So John, that was,
Do we know what the estimate is? Or do we have any estimates for those?
I don't have it in front of me. I could probably pull it up. But yeah, I can definitely send you the plans.
Yeah, I'd just like to see what's being proposed and what those cost estimates are.
for the buildings, staff, as to save some money, went ahead and put together a plan, and I'll have those for you also. Going over them with Mike, since Mike's now in a new role. So I'll bring him up to date, up to speed, and then we'll be able to bring the board up to speed also.
Okay. Because one of the things on those estimates too is we're having the study session on the 18th. We want to make sure that before we go out to bid on that we have available money to pay for these projects. We don't want to put ourselves where we've gone out to bid and we really don't have the money to do it. Or we don't have money to do all the projects. Maybe we have some to get some done, but not everything, so.
Understood. The saving grace on the altitude valve is you already have the valve itself. This is just for the building and the installation.
Right.
I'll get you updated estimates for that.
Okay. Anything else from Robinson?
Unless you have something for me, those are the 3 water projects we currently are working on.
Mike, town staff, anything? You're new in
We
this.
basically covered everything besides 96 and 97th Court. We had the water main project this summer. We're about done. We're waiting on a little bit of dry weather to finish up some sod restoration and landscaping. And then after that, it's all taken care of and all done.
And is the the old main, out of service now?
Yeah, cut and capped and abandoned, yes.
Great. Anything from the town manager?
No reports at this time, Mr. President.
Okay. Any reports or discussion from board members? Okay, we'll open it up to the public. Any public comments? Have none tonight? All right, looking for a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second?
I'll second that.
Motion made and second to adjourn the Waterworks district meeting. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carried. Thanks, everyone.
Is that your red Dodge out in the parking lot?
No.
Okay. Hi. Hi. How are you? I'm good. How are you?
Ready for winter? Ready for winter?
No.
You
No.
know, figure this out.
You involved in any of the stuff at the park?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I have my hours, I'll be working. Plus having the grandkids, I've got them coming, the candy cane hunt, the, Christmas with, pictures with Santa. And then we always do a memorial tree for my brother-in-law.
That's the fun stuff.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
When are they gonna light all that
We're
up?
always ready, Billy.
The day after
Thanksgiving.
Yep, the day right after.
Yeah.
Like happened, we had a tree out there that they decorated today, so, yeah.
Oh, you wanna come down and sign? Got you, our
absolutely.
keys, and then,
I'm expecting them. How are you?
Hello. How are ya?
Good as always.
Okay, that's good.
I had it right, but then I had it really quick, and then I just need these
tied
signed
up.
right here, these two.
How's your dad?
I'm like, oh.
Good as always. I'm sure he's the same as the last time you see him. He doesn't change a whole lot day
You
to day.
can't speak for him anyway, right? You never know what he's gonna do.
Thank you. Have a good night. Yeah, happy Thanksgiving. Yep, I'm going behind you.
Sure.
All right. 2 dockets and 2 RTPs.
This is for the 18th. That's gonna be long,
Oh, for next month, yeah,
Yeah.
the study session.
yeah. I'll have to bring a snack, pajamas, and,
Bring some catering for us.
yeah, that's a good idea.
No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, set up a small bar in the back, you know, will be good. Okay.
Did I spell your name wrong in
You
there?
got me, you got me.
Is it O-O or O-G?
OG.
Oh, okay.
Oh, boy.
I will correct that. You didn't even notice.
This is like signing up. See you guys later.
Bye.
Have a nice Thanksgiving.
Yeah, happy Thanksgiving.
Okay. Calling to order the St. John Sanitary District meeting of Wednesday, November 20th. We'll start out with pledge to the flag.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, roll call.
Tyler Hatfield,
Here.
John Schaefer,
Here.
Kyle Kill,
Here.
Patty Smirchek.
Here.
Looking to approve the minutes of October 16th of 2024. Looking for a motion.
So moved.
I'll second.
Motion made and second to approve the minutes of October 16th, 2024. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Minutes approved. Old new business. We have some sewer and landscape credit totaling $2,469.34.
So, Mr. President, items 1 through 8 are landscaping credits. Number 9 is the only sewer credit.
Explain that to me. Number 9 is what?
Is the only sewer credit on the list. Usually we have them separated so you can see sewer credits, landscaping credits. Number 9 is a sewer credit. Usually there's 2 different columns.
Okay. Under the question? Any other discussion? All right. Looking for a motion to approve the landscape credit totaling $2,469.34.
So moved.
Motion made in second, or I'm looking for a second.
I'll second.
Motion made in second to approve the sewer landscape credit. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carried. Payment of bills. Accounts payable voucher dated November 20th, 2024, representing payment for payroll, supplies, services, and equipment rendered to the sanitary district in a combined total of $21,873.21. Looking for a motion to approve.
So moved. I'll
Second.
second.
Under discussion?
Kyle, Tyler, I'm sorry, just for notes.
Yeah, I initiated, he seconded.
Okay.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carried. Accounts payable voucher dated November 20th, 2024, representing payment for payroll, supplies, services, and equipment rendered to the wastewater utility for the combined total of $773,272.29. Anything under the question? Looking for a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second?
I'll second.
Motion made in second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carried. Reports and correspondence, Robinson Engineering.
Thank you, Mr. President. I want to apologize for last meeting. I did have a miscommunication with my staff. The report that was sent was not the full report. It was only on the smoke testing and manhole repairs. There was no flow data in there. So I do have flow reports here, if any of the board members want to take a look. It is not final, and we will not bill, the full amount until the report is final and reviewed by you guys and everything is acceptable. So that is the status on the Lantern Woods I&I study.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, have you got them, like, one for each of us?
Yep.
Yeah.
Be great. Just a quick summary on that. I don't know if you've had a chance to look at it yourself, but have you seen any large increase in flows from when we've had rain or in that section?
Yes, especially right before the lift station. It's definitely, the pipe is full, and I'm not a sewer hydraulics expert, but the way I understand it is the pipe gets full while the velocity goes down, so that tells us that there's a lot of upstream things going on with the backwater, as they call it, but that's all in there. So yeah, there's definitely a correlation between the rain and the flow in the sanitary sewer.
And I don't, I haven't had a chance to look at this. How many monitors did we have?
3.
And then the monitor just before the lift station, that takes in all the flow, correct?
Correct, from the whole basin, correct.
And was there anything that was significant in the other 2 locations, that said, this basin has more of a problem or a bigger problem than what the other one does? Or, I don't know if you've had a chance to analyze that.
I have not, but I will make a note and make sure that that's specifically addressed.
Because I'm just trying to see if the I&I is mainly due to lack of chimney seals in certain areas, or, actually more structural defects, or,
Understood.
that would kind of tell us how we're gonna possibly spend our money in the future. Because that's the oldest section that we have, I believe, in town.
I don't know if it's the oldest, but if you compare age and size, it's definitely the one you want to look at. I think over here, there's an older section of sanitary sewer, but it's not nearly the same size as Lantern Woods.
How easy is that to isolate where the infiltration is? I mean, you know where the flow monitor is, but how far upstream?
Right, that's why the flow monitor locations were chosen, so like John said, you can see there's a lot of flow here, not here, and then it should more or less sum at the lift station
Okay,
as everything comes
so
together.
it's lift station concentrated.
Yep,
Should
everything
be-
goes to the lift station before getting pumped.
Right, that I know, but unlike, as far as the infiltration, it's an easier fix once it's isolated like that.
Correct, yeah, then you know where the major problems are.
Okay, cool.
Kind of to put it in, you've got 2 areas, you got 2 different basins. So you got this basin, and based on the flow that's coming in from here, and that's what your flow monitors tell you, and this one, and then they've got another one right before the lift station, those 2 combined. So you can separate those out a little bit, and then look at where that flow's coming in from. Is it coming in from open manhole pick holes? Is it what I call chimney seals or manholes that don't have chimney seals and get a lot of infiltration from underneath the road?
Right,
Or is it, it could be from sanitary, or not, sump pumps that people have hooked up to their
right.
sanitary sewer. Because it's taking the possible gutters, downspouts that may flow into that sump pump, and then that's just adding more water into the sanitary.
Well, I think Patty's trying to ask, how are we gonna use the flow monitors to differentiate if it's, your chimney seal versus a sump pump? How are we gonna be able to differentiate the two?
How do you
based on just-
determine the vulnerability points? It's like where,
They've already gone out and identified which ones need chimney seals or structural points, so we want
Right.
to see how that reflects to the flow of water coming in.
Oh, I see. So we have an idea of this one should be leaking X amount more based on what we observe
Or
on these
where we need to
chimneys.
concentrate our money first
I see.
to
Okay.
eliminate that I&I coming in.
well, the good thing is it's isolated from a huge area
Correct.
down to one locale.
Right, so like John was saying, the manhole inspections and the smoke testing will identify those like point sources, like the sump pumps, the gutters, anything that came through the ground. The flow monitoring is more to identify, because we can kind of quantify from the manhole inspections and the smoke testing what's coming in. The flow monitoring is then more to look at which pipe segments we might want to look at for televising and maybe future lining.
Okay.
You know, that's going to be the variable that the flow monitors are going to tell you.
Gotcha. Like, so between flow monitor 2 and 3, we don't have any more manhole openings, so there must be a
Correct.
leak in the pipe.
Exactly.
Based on the,
Right. And what that does, let's say from the manhole inspections and what they've inspected and identified of water coming in, let's say that's at 500 gallons a minute. I'm just throwing a number out there. But that flow monitor is showing 1,000 gallons a minute. Well, there's 500 some gallons that's coming in from somewhere else that hasn't been identified.
Right.
Is that a result of sump pumps being hooked up directly to the sanitary sewer? Or is it cracks in the main? Or, that type of thing.
that makes sense.
Anything else from Robinson?
Nothing for me.
Mike?
I got nothing on that end today.
Okay. Town manager, Bill?
Just one item. I received a email from Standard, and it looks like the vac truck will be here by the second week in December.
Oh,
Yay.
How long we been waiting on that for? Like a year and a half?
been a while.
Yeah.
Any discussion from the board? Not on the agenda or anything? Okay. Open it to the public comment. Any comments from the public? Go ahead.
Hi everybody, Jim Zarnik, 8720 Verbena Court.
Okay,
Just
Jim.
how's it going? Just a question, and I'm fine either way. Like, when the I&I report is done, will that be made available for the public to be able to view? I'm just a geek, and I'd love
Yes.
to read it.
It will be.
All right,
Yeah.
thank you.
Any other public comment? I don't think so. All right, looking for a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Motion made, second.
I'll second.
All's in favor, say aye.